All right, this is an unboxing from Sunset Valley Orchids, as well as a update on what I'm doing for the fall. So I hope people can hear the rain. It's raining really hard. It was really nice over the weekend. Well, it was raining, but then it was like 80 degrees. And it basically rained every single day for a period of time. And I wanted to leave my orchids outside because so they could get the rain, so they could get watered. But I have not brought very much stuff inside yet to here because I still need to have work done on my sunroom. So I'm getting these windows moved, and I'm getting the window up there, all the way up there where that bar is. I'm getting them removed because they didn't close last winter, and I had to have someone come and specially push it shut. And they don't really let the heat out in this room. So the Ron Morris, who came last year and fixed the huge amount of leaking that I had by putting in new glass and new seals, was supposed to come back and move all these windows to different locations. He's going to move the windows that are on the sides to behind me, and then he's going to replace that huge 3-panel window up there with roof vents. So I'm going to lose the 4 glass panels up top, and they're going to be exhaust fans. But due to supply chain issues with COVID, the parts have not come in. So the parts were ordered in May, and they didn't come in until last week. So basically it took 4 months for them to come in, and he hasn't come to do the work. And I haven't wanted to move my plants in because he's gonna need to be able to get around my winter growing space and do all the glass. Unfortunately, even though it has been unseasonably warm around here, it is now getting cold. So it was like in the 80s this weekend, and it's still supposed to get up into the 70s during the day, but we're gonna getting down into the low 50s, upper 40s at night. And so I guess I'll have to start moving some of my plants in. I'm probably gonna temporarily try to store a bunch of plants in my son's bedroom since he's at college, but supposedly I haven't been contacted yet, but since that the part's here now, sometime before Halloween, so sometime in the next 2 to 3 weeks, they will come and do the glass. It should only probably take a day for the work to be done, I would guess, based on how much work they did last time, and that only took 2 days. And because once all the parts are here, the work is fast, and then I'll be able to put all my orchids in here really snug. Though we're doing all that work, I did notice during this rain that it doesn't seem like anything's leaking. So I guess just, everything settled a little bit over the last year, and at least it stopped leaking, but it is still roastingly hot here. So I'm kind of looking forward to having ceiling vents, because I think that will make things much cooler in here and allow my air conditioning to keep up. So that's the update for what I am going to do with this room and why I'm not moved in yet. And it's starting to get cold, and there will not be a move-in video for this fall because I'm basically going to have to temporarily stage everything so that work can be done in this room, which I don't know when it is yet. At least my parts came in. The supply chain problems are a real pain. I'm assuming that basically the fans weren't manufactured. They had to wait for them to be made because this is a custom sunroom, and I had to have custom pieces made. So just difficult. All right, so I ordered only 4 orchids from Fred. And a lot of this has to do with the fact that he has gone back and made hopefully nicer versions of like 2 species that I saw on his website. So I'm hoping for nicer flowers. So like I ordered a perennial from him in hopes that the flower would be like bigger and more open than my perennial. And I also ordered a cochleata, a Forsythia cochleata from him in hopes that it's supposed to be a 4N, that it will also have nicer flowers. So, oh, well, here's the first one. This is the perennial. It's mounted, and I don't know, the flowers don't look like they really made it. Let's see, they're very squashed. That's okay. But I have to say, I do think that these perennial flowers are much bigger than the perennial flowers that I have. So I just have a random species, probably from Thailand, that I got at Nats. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get an award quality perennial. That's like my new grow quest, is grow things that I can grow really big and have really nice flowers that aren't inconsistent. I've been told that a lot of flowers that I bring in are inconsistent, and that then they will be, I might be able to get in like 5-6 years a cultural award on them. So that's the goal with some of these. Though obviously if I could have a perennial with really big flowers and I brought it in for judging, maybe I could actually get a flower quality award. So that's the thing for AOS judging. They have 2 types of awards. If you didn't know, they have what's called the quality awards. Those are the AM, the HCC, and the FCC. And then they have what's called cultural awards, which is the certificates of cultural merit and the certificate of cultural excellence, the CCM and the CCE. And my first AOS award was a cultural award for my Maxillary variabilis. So let's see. So then this right here is SLC Fire Fantasy by SLC Memorial Evelyn Paquette. And so one of the things Fred told me when I interviewed him back in August is that he is trying to breed flares onto spotted flowers. And at the time I thought I'd ordered this, but apparently I hadn't. I had just stayed with spots. And so since I was going to order the species, I went ahead and ordered that, just because to make a slightly larger package. And then here's the 2 others. This is the cochleata. So I have a cochleata. I just have a seedling that I bought from Hauserman. I had a second one that was from that free haul that I sold to someone. And this is supposed to be a 4N Forsythia cochleata from Fred. And I'm hoping for a shorter plant, a smaller plant with bigger flowers. He speaks very well of this cochleata on his website, and that it's a very vigorous grower. So again, I'm looking for something that I can grow into like a CCM or CCE quality plant. And then this right here is SLC Angel Eyes crossed to Cattleya Caudebec. And so this is the Angel Eyes is a flared Cattleya, and Caudebec is spotted. And so again, I'm trying to get flares, or Fred is trying to breed for flares on a spotted flower, and I'm hoping this will do that. So we'll see how that goes. None of these will be going outside. I mean, it's still raining gangbusters, and so these will just be indoor plants. And I have a whole bunch more unboxings coming up in the next few weeks. I have one order that's sitting out in Hawaii that won't be shipped until the end of the month. So come back for more unboxings.